All right, so we got a beef grant. We got 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we applied for it again. Watch out there. We got one 2 years ago, and then I applied again this year, and we got it. So I bought kind of the oddest that Sam's had of parts of a cow. So this morning I'm going to show you a beef tongue. So if you go to like an authentic like taco place, it's going to be a lingua taco. And that's what this is. So, y'all know what this is? Y'all used one? Yeah. Okay, so this is just like what my grandmother had was it looked like that, but it had a handle and you put it on the stove. Which those are they're not the safest things. So this is a little bit safer as long as you keep the seals intact and operational. But so this is it's a pressure cooker. It basically just uses steam to pressure cook, steam and heat to take like cuts like thick cuts of meat or beans or whatever. It just cooks them faster, just with pressure and steam and heat. Okay, and moisture. So so we'll use that. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can do this on the stove or in the oven. Just braise it. It just takes a little bit longer. Okay. Right. So for the beef tongue, it's just onion, carrot, water, bay leaf. I threw in some dried chilies because we had them and some pepper. And that'll make our stock.
Why are you using the Instant Pot instead of just putting it in a pile instead?
It's just quicker. So it'll take instead of 3 hours in the stove or on the oven, this will take about an hour, hour and a half. So it's just quicker than Instant Pot is. Okay. Right. So this is the tongue. That literally is the cow's tongue. Right. So
Okay.
Right. So all this is just the fat and the muscle. That's like its taste buds and all that. I mean, it's rough. It feels like your tongue. We'll cook this and have the peel. Okay. So, so we just have to braise it to cook it to be able to peel all the stuff off. I could probably slice it off, but it would take a long time. Okay. So we'll put that in.
Anybody understand who you've seen my grandmother's like close pond before? Right now, anybody else? Like my boyfriend growing up was Russian, and this is like a normal occurrence. Yeah, they made like some kind of soup out of it. It's one of his favorite foods.
Man, the dude. Separated.
Last time we had the beef grant, you bought a tongue. I think you only took one.
Only about one, but that's all they had, so I just. Really. All right, so this is just carrot, just rough chop. Right. And then just onion, rough chop. Right. Vaguely September. Right, it's just water.
So do you use stock instead of water?
Yeah, for this, it's not gonna get, it's so tough,
Uh-huh.
it's not gonna really make a difference
Okay.
in flavor wise. Alright, so that's just. Okay, so we'll just do manual, and then. Right, and then we'll set the valve like this, like you can. So once it starts to heat up, steam will come out, and then that valve will sit, and then pressure will. And then we'll just, when it's done, we'll just let it naturally let the pressure clear off naturally. So a lot of times you can just push this one side or the other, and then let the steam. So that's it. So on Thursday, I'll peel this and chop it up, and taste it. We'll make fun of it. All right. Y'all have any question? No. You excited for lingua tacos?
Last time we didn't tell people what it was, and they just ate it.
Well, it's funny too. The boys would be like, "No, I'm not eating that," but most of the girls they would eat. It was just I was like, it's good. So
Honestly, we don't get to feel it. Like, how does that work? It's all come off like one.
it just peels off because like that top layer of the tongue is real thick, and then like the inside of it, it's
So
almost
not like
it's almost like bologna.
skin. It's like really thick piece of skin.
The inside or the outside, it's like
quite long.
it's probably a centimeter.
Oh.
I mean, it's fairly thick. I mean, it's thick enough you can grab it and peel it off. Yeah, it's a lot thicker. It's a lot thicker than I would.
You can't eat the outside of it.
No, it's real. It's like cowhide. It's really thick.
What age, like, if it's like a normal cow, is it like a veal tongue? Like, what age usually?
I think these are like calf tongues because I've seen like at a Jewish deli.
Yeah,
they're
like
like
massive.
they're like a it's huge. Like you're like you never thought how like a tongue would be that long. But I guess they say the our tongue was over far down the hill. So I'd say these are like calf tongues that they pull out. I guess the other ones that come up from our use.
Any other questions?
Yeah, that would be a question.
Any other? Besides putting in a taco, what's another use for a tongue?
Yeah, typically around here we just see it in tacos. If not, I don't see it like sliced up and put on a sandwich. Kind of like lunch meat. But yeah, either a sandwich. I've never seen like a entree, like a steak. The potato. I've never seen like a beef on. It's always either a sandwich or in a taco. That's what I've seen. But like the beef cheeks, which I'll do next period, so I've seen those like as an entree. But a lot of times you'll make ravioli out of them, like make a ragu and put the filling inside of a pasta shell and make ravioli, or put it in like when they say Sunday gravy. They'll put beef cheeks in because it just braises and it spreads real fine.
What other people try? You got cheese.
Cheeks, tripe, short ribs, and the flank steak.
What's right? You don't know?
John looks like this. So yeah,
So like a line.
it's like the stomach line. And then so it's like, have you ever heard of menudo? So menudo is like a Sunday stew. Typically you see it in Mexico or Mexican restaurant. And then it's like the consistency is kind of like pork belly, like that kind of fatty pork belly. But you have to clean it. It's like y'all ever had chitlins?
Don't know what chitlins
You know what
are.
chitlins are?
What is it?
So chitlins are the pig's intestines that, like, they'll cut it up. Here, you cut it up, you gotta boil it, and then you get fried. And
No.
they smell. I mean, it's like you have to wash them and wash them and wash them. It's not, I've only messed with them once. So,
It's not a delicacy.
yeah, I mean, but it's kind of like what they say. With the pig, you need it,